Alright, so Donald Trump is back at it again. So now he's claiming that China has been meddling in the US 2020 presidential elections. Now, by now, does anyone really still believe him? I mean, this is one of those areas that's been used by some politicians to make up a story like this, because when you talk about elections, you're working with numbers that are so incredibly large that no one really knows. No one can really check if what you're saying is true or not. So that makes it very easy for politicians to make up a story like this. And that seems to be exactly what happened here, because it's so incredibly unlikely that what Donald Trump has been saying is true, especially if you consider that back then the entire intelligence community in the US has concluded that there was no evidence whatsoever to support this claim. So this seems such an obvious lie by Donald Trump to distract us from something or for whatever reason, right? But anyway, I was reading this article and I thought to myself, they're making this into such a big thing, and it is a big thing, other countries meddling in US elections, right? But I thought to myself, has it ever happened before that the United States has meddled in other countries' elections, or has meddled in the question who should govern a certain country? Has it ever happened before? I mean, are you kidding me? Not even 6 months ago, the United States kidnapped a democratically elected president of a sovereign country. They killed the religious leader of Iran, and now they're actively trying to overthrow the government of Iran, which, by the way, they did before back in the 50s. What about Syria? The United States had anything to do with that, you think? What about Ukraine? Remember Ukraine? What about Libya? What about Panama? Noriega, remember? What about Haiti? What about Vietnam? Remember Vietnam? What about Cuba? What about former Yugoslavia? What about